Y'all know me. It's easier to go live than to set up a video because this is something really quick that I want to go over with. So as you all enter, make sure you hit that like button. And if you like what you see the QR code up here. Hit it and subscribe. Go to my page and subscribe. Listen, Brenay got to pay. Brenay has to pay $1.75 million, y'all. $1.75 million. And we'll go over it right after this. Child, a North Carolina court has said that Brenay Kennard has to pay her current boyfriend's ex-wife $1.75 million for alienation of affection. And yes, that is a law. There is probably less than a handful of states that has that law. That law basically says that if you come in as the mistress, as the lover, and you take the affections of my spouse away from me, I can sue you. If you don't if some of you all do not remember, this was the same law that got Fantasia Barrino caught up with her baby daddy. He was married and she started dating him, and the ex-wife or the wife sued her for alienation of affection. I think it was settled, if I'm not mistaken, and the man went back to his wife. As I recall, y'all let me know down in the comments if that's what thing. But I remember Fantasia got sued for this law, and I've known that a lot of women and men in the great state of North Carolina have sued for this law. So who am I talking about? So let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. You can watch that case on Law and Crime, baby. It messy, 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 and there were a lot of YouTubers and TikTokers that were there covering the case. Messy, messy boots. All right. So here we are. TikTok star ordered to pay her current boyfriend's ex-wife $1.75 million. I don't know how they came to that number, simply because I don't think that this girl has $1.75 million, child. But anyway, Brenay Kennard was sued by Akira Montague over claims that she had an affair with her then husband, Timothy. And baby, when I tell you, if you watch that case, the most impulsive, seedy, and things that this lady and that woman's husband was doing in the home while the children was there, mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. Now I hear a lot of people want to, they always want to attribute things to, oh, this spirit of Jezebel and spirit. No, these people just don't have a good moral compass. And they were doing what they wanted to do until they got caught, until they got stopped. And even to this day, she seems like somebody that continue to do what she wants to do. He continues to do what they want to do. And I'll leave it at that, because it don't be no spirits at him. They just want what they want. She wanted that man. And then to understand and find out that she was married to his cousin. He better hope that her is he still her husband, or her ex-husband doesn't suit him. But anyway, let's get into this article real quick. It says social media personality Brenay Kennard has been ordered to pay $1.75 million in damages for intentionally causing the end of her husband's marriage to his ex-wife. So she's married to Tim now? Kennard was sued in May 2024 by Akira Montague, Her husband, Timothy Montague's ex wife, who claimed that she flaunted her relationship with Tim on social media. Akira lawsuit claims alienation of affection and criminal conversation. That's interesting. What is criminal conversation? Is that okay. Claims that they are only still recognized in a handful of states. North Carolina concluded. Okay. And this was a civil suit that went to court and it was a jury trial, y'all. Oh, goodness. The legal complaint claimed that Kennard began to make social media content with Tim while he was still married to Akira, alleging that many of the posts were made without Akira's knowledge or consent. Akira also accused Kennard of publicly sharing photos of her children, whom she shares with Timothy. The complaint also detailed claims that Kennard flaunted her relationship with Timothy online and attempted to justify an alleged affair with him during a TikTok live stream. Y'all have to have too much stuff out here. Too much stuff out here. And this is what I tell you. If you all are going to do and practicing these behaviors, you all got to have suffer the consequences of these behaviors. And why in the world you all feel that everything has to be shared online is boggling to me. Boggling to me. Hello there, Isabella. How are you this morning? It's boggling to me. Thank you for subscribing, Naomi. I appreciate that. But this is boggling to me. Why does everything have to be something online? And what that has done is that has left a trail of evidence. So this woman had to go in and she was able, with this trail of evidence that you left, because again, these are people whose moral fiber is non-existent. There's no demon on them, nothing like that. Moral fiber is non-existent. But let me just give some backstory now. From what I understand, Brenay and Timothy dated in high school. They broke up. He went to college. He was on track to have a football NFL career. I don't know exactly what happened to that, but in between time and in the meantime, on that track, he married Akira. Him and Akira had children. Brenay was still coming around. She was acting like their friend and everything like that. And I guess to throw Akira off, she started dating Timothy's cousin Devin, and then they got married and had children. And so they were around each other like two separate little couples and whatnot. And now we see the end result of that is that they were actually, to me, in my opinion, I don't know these folks. Let me put my little disclaimer up here. I don't know these folks. I don't know them personally or professionally. All the things that I'm talking about when I give my opinion is just that, my opinion. So they get back, they start to sneak around while he's married to Akira. And some of the jaw-dropping things that happened in court was talking about how they were in Akira would be upstairs asleep in the bed, and Brenay and Timothy would be downstairs doing the do. The kids would be in the other room. Literally, they could literally walk. It was almost like the thrill of it. Let's see if we could do it without getting caught. She was exposed. There were text messages and videos showing her in the throes of masturbation. It's just a whole, like I said, these two people did not have the moral compass of a net. Let's just be clear. Let's continue. According to the News and Observer, after deliberating for roughly an hour and 50 minutes, the jury ruled in favor of Akira. And get this, you can tell that they did not take this as seriously as they should have taken it. It was just an opportunity, in my opinion, to get some clicks and views because they were representing themselves. This woman had lawyers that put forth 700 to 800 pieces of evidence, and they walk in there with their trapper keeper. Representing themselves. The craziness these people do. Oh, geez. So it says here, A superior court judge ordered Kennard to pay $1.5 million for the alienation of affection and $250,000 for a criminal conversation. And I'll look that up because I'm not sure what that is. During the trial, Timothy claimed his testimony that he was never in love with Akira, stating that they were just like roommates and that they had separated in 2021. Let me just be very clear with y'all my stance on that. I do not care. You're still married. If you were never in love with her and you all were going to be roommates, you better learn how to be healthy roommates. Because again, you all get married. Then you need to figure it out and work it out. Because once you're married, you're a corporation. You're a corporation. And be settled with that. Be settled with that. You could have gotten a divorce in 2021. There was nothing stopping you from getting a divorce in 2021. Okay. But I just wanted to go over that you know that she's gonna have to pay 1.75 because they had no lawyer. I don't know if they're going to be able to appeal that ruling, because I think that $1.5 million is really too much. I think it's too much versus the fact that if you look at the assets that they have, I don't think that they have those types of assets to be paying $1.5 million for the alienation of affection. And I am not even sure. Let me look it up real quick before I hang up with y'all. But baby, Brenay got to pay. Brenay has to pay. Criminal conversation is a civil lawsuit brought by a spouse against a third party who has had intercourse with their spouse during the marriage. It's a type of tort that allows the innocent spouse to sue the person who engaged in adultery with their spouse for money and damages. The claim requires proof that a valid marriage existed, the intercourse occurred between the spouse and the third party, and the act took place before the couple was separated. She gonna have to pay that $250,000. Yes, she is. Now, again, that 1.7, that 1.5, if they had proper attorneys, if she had hired a proper attorney and not looked at this as something to be taken lightly, because that's what it seems like to me, she took it lightly. She should have hired an attorney, and the attorney would have advised her to settle. But you made a spectacle of it. I don't know if you monetize for this, but baby, whatever monetization that you're getting from TikTok and or Instagram, that's going to Akira. and both of y'all, and you know, I can talk like this because I am this, but both of y'all big blotchy asses is just gonna have to pay. All right, people, we do this every week. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share this video if you care. Baby, Brenay is going to have to pay. And watch what I say. Once the stress comes down from having to pay, Brenay and Timothy will be no more. All right. Please tell a friend, tell a kin, tell a coworker, tell that heifer that you can't stand that I'm over here making these videos. And as always, people, bye-bye.